All right, everybody, we're live. Welcome to the Scout Shed. Welcome back to my channel. We'll start our usual questions at 2 o'clock. We just get on early a little bit today. Before we get started, I'm a little under the weather today, so I may shut my camera off, but we're going to try and make it through the live stream today. I think it's going to be a good one. Like I said, I think we're going to try and finish up with a talk about VAM and setting up routes with everybody so everybody can connect. Not just us, but you can set up your own little group chats on the side and get your own rides and everything planned out. I know my route. I know who I'm connecting with, at least one person so far on the ride. So, but welcome to the Scout Shed. Welcome to another live stream with the, I don't know, we still don't have an official name yet. I'm tossing around a few names.
The dragon, never mind.
Yeah. Venus, whatever. If you people only knew what went on in the private chat on Instagram, I don't know. But
a name that
it's not the tail of the dragon, I'll say that.
Yeah. That's various parts of the dragon that will be riding in VAM 21.
I'm just going to type in a Google and find nanogram maker or something and type in all of our names together of our channels and see what it comes up with. It's probably some, cuss words included, no filters.
Yeah.
Right.
As of today, no check from Old Spice yet. I've even tried to tag them in some of the live stream things, and they still haven't responded.
I've been doing this.
I'm telling you, it has to be a thing. There's 6 of us. There's 6 notes in their little whistle thing, and it's got to come together.
Yeah. We're down a man already. Somebody disappeared. Sinister disappeared. I'll have to keep an eye out. I don't know where he
might
went.
have been coughing up like crazy or something.
There we go. He's back.
He must got mad because I made some comment about his beard.
I don't know what happened. Technical difficulties. Oh,
I see a few
I got
people.
this. If anybody needs to.
what the?
Mercy.
So we got a few people here. A couple minutes. We'll start the questions, I guess. We got some good ones as usual. We got our normal 6 people watching.
With 5 thumbs up, we're doing good then.
5 thumbs up. That's not bad. No doo-doo brown or anything in there yet either. So see who shows up today. A couple of the comments are from us. So
Ozarks HD's in there. Zed had Motovlogs is in there.
Robin the Lady Biker. And Zed had, he's been here since before we started. So
he's awesome.
Yeah.
Anxiously waiting.
Yeah, everybody.
I think I was supposed to meet up with him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. I want to kind of finish off today's chat with the VAM because I think that'll be a big thing for us to talk about. Not necessarily the event itself, but just having everybody meet up to ride and go from there.
I'm not going to be responding in the chat. I don't have YouTube up. Just StreamYard.
Okay. I got 9 people watching. We'll start here in a minute. And the questions. Anybody else got anything going on? Any sponsorships coming for our live stream? That'd be nice. Somebody could send us some money or some free gifts to give away to people. That'd be nice.
Actually, I may have. Go ahead, John.
I'll make a list of the free gifts I need. So if anybody wants to participate, that would be great.
Actually, I have some stuff to give away when I hit 1,000 subscribers. I was going to work on a video for that this morning a little bit. It's another product somebody actually gave me to review. I kind of said, well, I'm going to be at 1,000 subscribers soon, so I need stuff to give away to people. So they actually sent me 4 of them. So I'm going to review one of them and give away 3 of them when I get to 1,000 subscribers. So, but I got to do the video to test them out and everything. But that's nice. First time I actually, I've gotten free stuff before, but nothing to really give away, but I'm working on that now. I'm at 939 as of today, so about 61 more to go. I've been averaging about 50 a month right now, and I don't know why. It just started picking up again this fall. Fall. It's not fall yet.
I'm about
Jesus.
930 behind you.
Yeah.
Zedhead wants to know if it's Viagra you're giving away there.
Today's sponsor is Claritin. Apparently, it's not working. I'm trying to review Claritin right now while I'm doing the live stream.
Thumbs
It's
down.
not really working. Of course, my Claritin's probably about 5 years old, so
Oh, well, that's why.
yeah.
Maybe you
Most
should
of
have
our-
crushed it up and snorted it.
Just take the whole box.
Live stream's not over yet.
Then his glasses would be up like, oh no, we're not talking about Viagra. Oh, never mind.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's something else. That'll be in another video.
Oh, well.
All right. It's after 2 o'clock. We'll go ahead and start on our usual questions. We got 6 new ones. Of course, we always do it clockwise. We'll go ahead and start at Toby's first today. The first question is, what mods, upgrades, or repairs have you done on your bike this winter? And what else do you plan on doing before riding season?
Okay. Where's my list? No, I'm kidding. So I've done, just got some of these split mirrors yesterday, actually. The kinds that have the wide angle viewing on the sides. Don't know that I've really done a lot of mods this winter. It's just been kind of restless. Not to start off the conversation or the chat with the most boring answer, but just having my bike is borderline where I want it to be. Mine is just like a couple of other things that are going to cost more than one winter. So that's me.
All right. Bubba, you were working on some stuff here before the chat, so.
Yeah, actually, not too many mods, but I just put the wheels back on. So I got new tires. I got some new Freedom Performance duals to put on. I'm going to finish that up this afternoon. What else is going on? Got fluid changes to do. And then my bags and fairing are off to the painter to get matched up to the bike. And that's about it. I tell you what, this stuff will break you up. I'm out of money. So, but yeah,
It's the reason why I work 2 jobs now.
exactly. But yeah, that's it for me. Not really any mods, just maintenance and getting ready for the season.
All right. Mr. McStash, I knew you were working on something for your wife's trike for mods.
Yes, I was. I got the white strike in and actually out. It is almost to its 1,000 miles, waiting for the weather to turn so we can get it back in on the dyno and get it all tuned up that way. That was hers. Mine is actually, I turned it in yesterday. We're getting, it'll be stage 4 when we're all said and done with new lifters, new valves, new pistons, new tensioners, big time. So when we get to VAM, we'll be the one going blop, 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 blop. Yeah.
Hey, I want to know why you didn't go with gear-driven cams.
That's a good question. Basically, because both bikes, the trike has 40,000 miles on it, and mine has 60,000 miles on it, and it takes a lot of power and energy to do that. That's all in the bottom half of the engine. I'm basically rebuilding the top half. When I do the bottom half, I'll put because in 82, I think they stopped putting the Timken bearings in the main down there, and it's just a little bit much for that lower half. So if I'd have had a newer bike, or if I'd have changed that bearing and done a little bit more work in the bottom half, I would have went with those. But
yeah,
that's why I didn't do it.
All right. Throttle Fiend, what have you been working on this winter for your bike?
As of so far, I have the Memphis Shades handguards installed. I put the backcountry from Hippo Hands on. Review on that coming soon. I'm still waiting to hear back from Hippo Hands. There's some things in the works that I want to make sure I have information correct before I just throw it out there. I had a bunch of other things that I was planning on, but they've kind of been curtailed, but for a good reason. Mrs. Fiend has officially signed up for the MSF course. She takes it in May.
Nice.
So we're going to be getting her a bike. So
Awesome.
any major plans that I might have had have kind of shifted over to that. But in the meantime, I definitely want to get a sissy bar installed for the trip down to VAM. And I would like to do the gauge relocation kit. I mean, I shift by sound anyhow. I always have, but I like being able to not have to look down to see my speed. And I mean, I generally know how fast I'm going, but it'd be nice not to have to look down. Plus, I think it looks a lot cleaner to have it right there on the handlebars.
Nice.
Other than that, just maybe some cosmetic stuff. I'm still waiting for my 2-year warranty to be up before I really get into anything.
Yeah. Right, Sinister Clutch. What have you been working on?
I'm with John there. I've spent way too much money. I bought a brand new heated seat with a backrest. It's a Saddleman Road sofa. I did get a deal on that, so that's okay. I have some lowers to put on my bike, and I had to replace my rear fender, not by choice. So there's that. I'm trying to think. I had a new tire put on yesterday because I had 17,000 miles on that one. So it's time because I got 3 trips planned for this year.
Do a burnout.
Yeah, it's broke in now. Speaking of breaking, I do need to break in that seat. So I haven't really broken in yet. It's still got time to do that. I guess it's probably around 500 to 1,000 miles for a break-in. So I think that's the lowers are from Advan Black. I don't know if I mentioned that. So I did buy those, and the color match looks pretty dead on. I was really surprised at that. So I'm still waiting to do that. So
Yeah.
but that's enough. I've spent enough money, man.
Oh, yeah.
So
Never.
It
Ain't
never
no
ends.
such thing.
I spent all I got.
There's an accurate statement.
I'm spending everything I got, and
Well,
somebody
he
else
said.
has to give me. I have some projects that I've been investing in that I need to get on. I was actually going to do some of it a couple weeks ago, and everybody that follows me on Instagram, I basically got held up because of one stupid Allen wrench that I needed.
oh,
The
yeah.
first thing I needed to do.
Been there.
Had 2 days off from both jobs and nice weather. First couple nice days we had, and I didn't have a 17 millimeter Allen wrench to take my front wheel off.
Oh yeah.
I had to order that. That was actually supposed to come on a Wednesday. Didn't show up. Had to complain to Amazon, and they ended up sending me a new one on Friday, and I got it on Sunday. So, but now I've had no time to work on it. So,
Yep.
But what I'm planning on doing is I'm putting the progressive suspension on the front of my bike. I already have the progressive shocks on the back, and those are excellent. So I got to do the shocks. I'm actually on the Scouts. You're supposed to change the fluid and the gaskets, whatever seals, at like 12 or 13,000 miles. I'm at almost 29,000 now. And I noticed the difference after I came back from Sturgis. The front feels really soft now, so it's time to do that upgrade. So that's the first upgrade I want to do.
So you're rebuilding the forks, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm going to rebuild the forks. Going to run heavier fluid in them, heavier fluid, and I got actual boots I'm putting on there this time too, instead of just the seals. Because I always like that look.
Yeah,
Looks a lot.
sure. It does look good.
But I also have.
Gator.
Yep. I've always wanted those on there. I figured now's the time to get them. So they're cheap. They're cheap to add those on. Once you slide them off, put them on, and
$30.
yeah, I don't even think they cost me that much off eBay. But the next thing I'm going to do after that is I got 12-inch ape hangers I'm putting on there. I'm adding that on. I already have a 2-inch spacer on my handlebars now, and it's just not quite enough. I still want to get my hands up a little bit higher. And these are about 1.5 inches narrower, so my hands will be in closer too.
Mhm.
And Be a little bit, yeah, not quite that high. They're ape hangers, not gorilla hangers. But I have one really expensive modification I'm making after that. It's something I wanted since the first time I bought the bike, and I've done all these trips. There's a company called MC Cruise out of Australia that makes cruise control for the Indian Scout. They're the only company that does it. I'm very surprised Indian doesn't actually do that because they do it in the FTR and every other bike that they make.
Oh, okay.
The Scout and the Scout 60 were the only bikes that weren't available. But this company out of Australia called MC Cruise makes it for the Scout lineup.
Yeah.
Just nice. It's all plug and play. You can order it with longer or shorter harnesses. They have everything ready to go. Really good company. I actually ordered it on a Monday. I had it at my house by Friday, and it came all the way from Australia.
Wow.
So they're really good. They've done all kinds of testing on it. People have put them on their bikes already. So I'm going to be excited to get that on there. Nice. Just push and go. Real simple. Everything plugs in. You don't have to, I don't think you have to program anything either. Just a matter of setting it up with your brakes and everything. It has plugs for all your harnesses. But that was the most expensive mod. Most expensive mod I could get for my bike, basically, outside of doing the big bore kit. Basically, that's going to be all that's left. I haven't done to the bike is a big bore kit, and that's like thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
If I start getting ridiculous amounts of money to spend on it, it'll be big bore and cams, because there's a company in Canada that makes cams for them now too. So I'm shipping parts worldwide for my bike at this point. But I don't know if I'll do the big bore kit though, honestly, because I'm at almost 30,000 miles. If I blow the engine, maybe I'll have to go ahead and have them do that, since they're going to have to fix the motor anyway. But I don't think I'm going to go that far. I think my bike's got enough power for right now. So
Yeah, I actually surprised when I got my 16s put on my bike back in the summertime. It surprised me because I didn't realize this, but there are actually, my state's not one of them. Kentucky's not one of them, but some states actually have against above shoulder heights for handlebars. I was like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Let's restrict people more. God.
I've heard they watch that out in Sturgis a lot. I didn't see anybody getting tickets for it, but I guess it's, you have to have them at least straight out, or I don't know. They'd be piss poor if they pulled you over for that, honestly. You have to be pretty much a dick to pull you over.
Yeah,
I think Florida has some laws like that.
If you're hanging out like this, I might be like, come on, that's stupid. You're just waiting to crash when you have them that high.
right.
Yeah, but they look so cool.
Especially not if you ask that dude, what's the video from, I don't know if it's from Haiti, Africa, where it is, but dude's got ape hangers like way, way up here, and he's barely stretching out, and they're all, I don't know if y'all seen that. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go on to the next question. Number 2, if you could ride to another country, what would it be? Ride in another country, I should say.
I was about to say, there's a tricky question there. Ride to or ride in?
Yeah, ride in another country.
For me, I would say probably Australia, I think.
Yeah.
Australia and I will get over to the UK eventually. Get back over. We've been over there a couple times. I want to get back over there again, but to ride, because we've met up with, we've talked to and chatted with people, Bunny King Hogs and several others. Go link up with Zed Head and all those guys out there and just try to catch some people riding. Ride with some people. But Australia and UK area, Scotland, Ireland,
All right, Bubba, if you could ride in another country, what would it be?
If let's see, probably the UK, Scotland, Ireland. I don't think I'd enjoy Australia. It's pretty hot down there. But I think Ireland, back roads, lots of little pubs to stop and drink all kinds of beer. I think that would be great.
You got to make sure you ride on the road.
That'd be the place to go, I think.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. McStash.
Actually, here recently, Gusto and Lane moved over to Spain, and let me tell you what, dude, It's like I would say down where we're going for VAM. It's like there and a little bit further south in the Rockies there. They really got some neat stuff going on in there. So I would have to say Spain would be where I'd want to go.
Nice. Okay, Throttle Fiend.
I would say yes to all the above. Australia is definitely towards the top of my list. Being a scuba. Hold on, I'm not done yet. Being a scuba diver, I'd love to dive the Great Barrier Reef, but I'd also like to do South America as well. There's a lot of great shore diving down there, like in Belize and stuff like that. So not that, but I wouldn't have to get on a plane to get there. But yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean, you ask any biker, they're gonna have a laundry list. But yeah, I've always wanted to do South America. I'd actually love to do it on an adventure bike, to be honest. But we'll see what the future holds.
Yeah, just don't do it on a live wire.
No, I don't have it like that.
Yeah. Sinister.
Stop at Ace and get an extension cord.
Yeah.
Well, as we figured out, that's a loaded question, right? So I'm going to say probably Ireland, Scotland, but I'm still going to say Canada because I originally was going to plan to do that before everything happened, because I still think I've seen some of the military bikers videos, and there's areas there that are just absolutely gorgeous, and it's going to be easier to get to anyway too. So and I would already been there if that, with all that's going on, had happened. But yeah, and just the scenery, and I love history, so I would stop and look at monuments and just parks and all that kind of stuff. I take all that stuff in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to mention Canada because we go up to her family's up in way northern Maine, Fort Kent area, and it's like right at the Canadian border. So one of these days when the kids aren't with us, we go up to that. We'll probably just ride up there and ride back through Canada. So that's an eventual. That's going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, like Riding Fish said there, long way around. They actually just had long way up, and they started at the tip of South America. The two live wires, Harley made two special adventure bikes out of live wires for them. And if you watched any of that, it was on Apple TV. They had so many problems with the cold weather on those and finding a place to keep them charged up overnight. And the way the live wire works, you have your main battery, but you still have a 12-volt battery attached to that to power up all your screens and everything, read your diagnostics. And they actually, one of the bikes, they actually had to ship them to get fixed because they couldn't fix it there. But they were having tons of problems with the electric and finding places to plug them in. And
yeah,
it's a good show, but I don't want to do what they're doing though. They went through some areas too on that show where they had to worry about getting robbed on the road and shot. And I'm like, no, that's okay. I don't need to live that.
It's a ride. I mean, they were talking about one where they rode through one area and a lady, it kind of forces them to have to go to people that they don't know and ask for help to plug their bikes in. And they said a couple places they actually blew out their fuses in their houses because it wasn't able to handle the load.
Nice.
Yeah.
They were nice about it. So, hey, sorry I blew out your house. Here's $1,000.
Yeah. I'd love watching those shows. I'd love to go see some of the stuff that they're doing, but there's no way in hell I'd do it on an electric bike. It's hard enough to get gas just to ride out the Sturgis. You imagine trying to get gas or electric out in some of these third world countries and stuff.
Yeah.
I
predict the next one will be Jason Momoa and Ewan McGregor together using the Pan Am doing some crazy thing.
Yeah. That would be awesome. I can see that, I'd like to see that Pan American do something like they did, But they did that whole show on electric. They had those Rivians, those trucks. And that's what they had for their support team, and they were even having problems with those. Like, there's just not the whole world doesn't have the infrastructure to charge that up. Imagine like the rolling blackouts some places in the United States have right now. You imagine if everybody went to electric.
Right.
You're not even going to be able to drive to work.
Yeah.
You won't be able
No.
to take your motorcycle or your car to work if you're plugging them in.
You see that comment from Zedhead?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's my thing. If I'm going to ride somewhere, I want it to be safe.
Holy
You
shit.
know, it's
Hell,
hard enough
Lawson.
to ride as it is. Yeah, I'll put that one up. But that's what there was some in that TV show where they had to worry about getting robbed, and it's not worth it.
No,
I had to
that
worry
don't
about
sound
that.
like fun at all.
Chicago is as wild as I'll ever be. That's living rough for me driving through Chicago. After that, I'm good.
Yeah, but you get up that way, you got Singing Sands, and that's just amazing up there.
Yeah. As far as another country, I mean, obviously Canada, because I can ride my own bike and just ride up there. It's hard because I would want to still ride my own bike. I know a lot of people rent them. We go to different countries, but my thing is I'd want to ride my own bike to these places.
Yep.
I mean, I'd like to ride the whole southern border, U.S. and Canadian border from one end to the other.
Yeah.
Which, maybe ride across Canada, then come back in the United States the other way. You can see there's supposed to be a lot of waterfalls, like along Wisconsin and along the lakes. But, I mean, I would honestly ride in any country as long as I can get gas somewhere. Gas and not freeze to death. Or have my bike break down and have to tow it.
And potable water.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotta
Water's
have good
always
beer
good.
too. Gotta have some good beer at my stops too. That's kind of a requirement. Yeah, just go to Germany. Go to Germany and ride around like Bavaria. The beer Oktoberfest. Probably wouldn't be riding bike then though. I'd probably be at the hotel throwing up.
Watch 80-year-old lady drink us all under the table, or one lady.
Yeah. I see that where they carry the women carry all the beers like that to the tables. They're like the huge beers, and they got like 10 of them.
Yep.
We'll go to the next question. Number 3, how does riding play a role in your retirement?
A lot.
Yeah.
I mean, there's your deep answer. No,
Yeah.
I mean, what we want to do is eventually, like I said, if the kids get out of high school, we've had part of this discussion before, but once our kids are done with high school, we kind of plan to head down to Florida, or at least to a state that's year-round riding weather, and possibly do some RVing a little bit. But yeah, the intent is to be able to just ride all the time. We kind of want to get also to do the you guys heard of the MMI, the Motorcycle Mechanics Institute, that we want, but we both want to do that as well, and possibly have like a part-time shop of our own sometime.
All right, Bubba. Jesus.
Bless you.
Riding definitely plays a big part in my retirement. I'll be 59 in 9 days, so I'm
Nice.
getting close. I'm
Happy
going to
birthday.
retire when I'm
Happy
62.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
So my plan is to do a lot of riding, and then I think I'm going to get a motorcycle lift and probably work on bikes here in the garage, just to stay busy and make a little money. But yeah, motorcycles and riding definitely will be maybe my next full-time job.
Okay, Mr. McStash.
I am not as old as John, but I'm looking to retire as soon as John does. I'm wanting to do an early one so we can take off. Our kids are grown. We actually have the grandbaby she loves to ride. She's dying to go up to Niagara Falls this year. So it involves getting out early and both of us going. Mama's got the trike so she can ride the grandbaby, and I'll throw my daughter on the back if I have to, or it'll just be the wife to me and the grandbaby, and we're going to get out of town. I would like to think I also would have a job at working on bikes. It would not be my shop though, because I know for a fact my mechanic loves to ride but can't get to ride because he's working on bikes. No, that's not how it works here. riding will be first, and working on the bikes will be second. So yeah, it would be a part-time thing where, I would be there Monday through Wednesday and then back next Monday type thing. But I don't want it to be my shop because I know how intrigued and how locked he gets into working on these bikes, and he's stuck. So
Yeah, I don't want to get stuck working on bikes. I'll do a little bit, but I don't want to get stuck working on stuff. No way.
Yeah. That's why I don't mind working on stuff. I just want to do it on my own. If I get pissed off and break something, I don't have to pay for somebody else's bike to get fixed again.
Right?
Well, okay, Throttle Fiend. How does riding play in your retirement?
Well, I will say this to start off with. Both John and McStash are correct. The easiest way to work 120 plus hours a week is to go into business for yourself. So definitely do it under somebody else's umbrella. I'm not the type that'll probably ever retire. I like to stay busy. I'm going to want to have something going on, but I want to do, my stuff on my terms. Being that riding plays such a big role in my life, I can't see that ever changing unless, of course, health reasons, my wrists, hands, whatever, preclude that. But like Toby mentioned, once Mrs. Fiend finishes nursing school, we have talked about moving somewhere. We still would like to have some change of seasons. As much as I'd love to move to Florida, it can get pretty nasty down there. So, the Carolinas, Florida will always be an option for me, but I don't know. We'll see. But, we'd like to move somewhere where we can ride year round. And I'll do something. I'm not sure what, but riding, as long as I physically can, riding will always continue to be a big part of my life.
Yeah. Okay, Sinister Clutch.
It's going to probably be 90% of what I do for retirement. I am going to move farther south, but I still want to keep my seasons because I love the fall. I couldn't see myself in a place like Florida or Texas because it's too damn hot.
Oh yeah.
But I want to get a toy hauler one day and just go somewhere. If I want to go to Florida for 2 weeks, take my toy hauler. I'm there for 2 weeks and then I can leave. And then just to go different places like that and just spend days, weeks, months at a place and then head home, whenever I want to. That way because obviously you're not going to be, I'm not going to be able to do these long rides like I do now. It's going to creep up on me. And every time I camp, I always ask people that pull up in a toy hauler and I'm tent camping. And I ask them about their toy hauler and where they go. And I'm like, man, I just want to retire now after you told me all this stuff. But yeah, that's kind of my plans. Move a little bit farther south, probably Tennessee. I really want to be where there's some of the best riding in Tennessee, North Carolina areas, some of the best riding in the United States. And I just want to be in it. I just want it in my backyard, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I like what Bell's Rides is doing. Her and her husband have been building that trailer to haul their bikes behind the camper. She's actually getting ready to retire, I think, in April.
Yeah.
So that's nice. She's been on the road, I think, for a long time, though. She's a truck driver, so
yeah,
she knows. So that's what I'm probably 13 or 14 years out of retiring. So, I probably won't 100% retire. I'll probably have to have some kind of part-time job just because I like to spend my money on toys, and I don't see no matter how good my retirement's going to be, I'm still going to be broke. I'm going to want to go on trips, and I'm always going to have cars or bikes and stuff to work on. So I don't know if I'll RV or not. I've thought about that. A lot of people do that, but I would definitely have to have a toy hauler.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like 6 or 7 years older than my wife, so
them trikes aren't that bad. I'm telling you.
No, that's why I like the Can-Ams. If somebody else comes out with something like the Can-Am, that's nice.
Hey, I've seen.
I'm not going to do a trike. At least that I say that now, but I've demoed ridden a trike before, and it's a whole different. It's not that it's not cool. It's a whole different dynamic. You know that already. It's just. I was test riding one up in Louisville, and my wife was on a different bike, and we were following the sales guide. I was going around a corner with the trike, and I'm like, "Yeah, you can't go as fast as they go. Slow your ass down." I was having a blast with it, and I was like, "Room!" I hit it and almost went. I went two wheels for a split moment, and was like, "Yeah, no, not there yet."
You'd be surprised once you run them for a while and you learn how to handle them. You can get some pretty good turns on them. You make some speed around the turns, but the Can-Ams they're saying is a lot like a bike. It's a lot more fun on the Can-Ams.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I talked to an older couple at a Harley dealership a couple years ago, and they actually they had like a bike and cruise night.
Right, Robin.
Harley at Jamestown. They had there was a couple there. They had a Can-Am Spider, and it was like one of those big touring ones with like the trunks in the front, trunks in the back. And they had actually said they traded in their Harley trike for the Can-Am. They said they liked the ride on that so much more because they could actually still lean a little bit into the corners with the suspension. You know, that's so I don't know. I was trying to get
sorry, I just saw the Walmart door greeters remark.
Yeah. I was hoping to get my wife on a trike, but those Can-Ams are pretty expensive. They're still like $20,000 for those.
Yeah. But you don't need it. I know you don't for the Can-Am, but you don't. Do you need it? You don't need an endorsement for a trike, right, McStash?
Yes, you do. And
I guess
from what I
understand,
the way it is here in Ohio, which I understand a lot of states are about saying, if you have a bike license, you have a trike license. If you have a trike license, you have a trike license, and that's it.
Yeah.
Same in New York.
Yeah. I know Pennsylvania, they actually have, if you have a bike license, you can ride any bike, trike, whatever you want to ride.
Okay.
They actually have a training course just for people on trikes too, which is kind of cool. So
I guess that's more of my question. If you have an M endorsement, yeah, you can get on a trike and that's fine. But if you don't have an M endorsement and haven't been to the MSF course yet, you can get on a trike without requiring it. But that's the only thing you can get on. You can't get on, obviously, other things with two wheels.
Yeah. I think the biggest joke, I think, is you have to have a motorcycle license in Pennsylvania to drive a slingshot. I'm like, you might as well have a motorcycle license to drive a Mazda Miata. I mean,
right?
Or a Mini Cooper.
Slingshot is not well, I'll wave at him. I'm not gonna lie, I'll wave at him.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I wave at scooters. I wave at mopeds because anybody who's brave to get on one of them damn things at 60-mile-an-hour traffic.
Do you wave like this?
Oh, it goes.
Yeah.
Is that how you wave at the three-wheelers?
I do this. I do this. And if I catch them looking, I owe them one.
A year ago, I was talking to a coworker before they moved. They were looking to get a slingshot as well, or the equivalent of a slingshot. I think they found one up in a dealer in Indiana. And the joke about it is that when they were doing how you do all the pre-stuff where they live in Kentucky but buy in Indiana, they're calling the licensing office and all the registration office, all that kind of stuff to get prepared to do what they had to do. And they told them, they ran the VIN number and they said, "We can't license this. Sorry." They had no idea how to license a slingshot or what there wasn't. It couldn't be picked up in the system for some reason.
Hey, Mr. G's in the chat. Yeah, they even make a hard top for the slingshot too, and I'm like, what is the point at that? If you're gonna put a hard top on it, you might as well ride a motorcycle with a garbage bag over your head if you want a roof on it. I don't.
Yeah, doesn't make sense.
It's like when somebody tells me, "I'm going to trade my bike in for a convertible."
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Put a down payment or.
See, I'll throw an alibi out there. One thing I've also got plans for as far as retirement goes is there's two things I plan on getting more involved in, and that's the PGR, Patriot Guard Riders. I want to do more of those escorting things once I'm not working full time. The other piece is there's a website out there called findagrave.com. I don't know if you all have seen that before, but you can go on that website and there's people out there that go to this website and request photographs of the headstones of family members. And you can go and look in your area and get the pictures and upload to this site for people so that, it could be around the world or it could be across the country someplace. And I've done a few of those already and I don't do it for responses, but I actually was surprised because I got emails back from people saying thank you. And it was like, oh, cool. This is, hey, I'm just here because I'm local and it saves you time and saves you, gives some people closure,
Yeah.
So.
All right, we'll go on to number 4. If you could move somewhere to ride all year long, where would that be? That kind of fits into the retirement thing too. But
Yeah, and the guys, everybody was saying that Florida is too whatever. I trust me, that's one of the reasons why I'm like, I want year-round riding weather. But I've lived in Tennessee before. I lived in North Carolina, and those are year-round per se if they don't get freak snow.
Right.
I like Texas, but again, like Randy said, I'm not a big fan of the. I don't mind the high temps because it's usually dry heat over there.
That's true.
Unlike Florida, where you get the same temps or around the same temps with the humidity. So my wife has said she wouldn't mind Arizona, and I'm like, because there's a part of that school that's over there, and I'm like, I haven't been to Arizona, and most people that I've talked to that go to Arizona say there's nothing in Arizona other than a couple cities in between the desert. So I'm like, I don't know. We'll see.
yeah,
It's got to. My biggest things would be like probably Nevada, maybe Arizona. That'd be last on the list though. But Texas and Florida are the big ones that stand out to me. Sorry, Robin. I ain't going to California. I like plastic straws.
California is going to be all electric eventually anyway. So they're phasing out. They're phasing out fossil fuel cars. So. And motorcycles probably too. But Bubba, where are you moving to when you retire?
Probably Florida. That'd probably be the best bet. Maybe East Texas. I don't know if I'd like Texas or not. But yeah, it'd probably be in Florida. Probably North Florida. I don't want to be too far south.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to be somewhere where there's still curvy roads, and I don't think out west most places long and straight, and that's just boring.
All right, Mr. McStash.
Where am I going to retire at? I found this great state called Ohio that my wife will not leave. And something about kids. She loves her kids and wants to be close to her kids. Yuck, whatever.
Just because y'all got Canton in the Hall of Fame for the football thing, that's so what?
No, we have the Windy Nine down in Athens, Ohio. Yeah, buddy, we got some good stuff. 664. I got some beautiful roads around here.
You got the 555, the triple nickel.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah,
Still got to do the
lots
triple
of good
nickel.
roads down there.
I have yet to do the triple nickel. That's not too far from me. I still want to spend the night though to do all that area.
Actually, last time we did triple nickel, what we did, we took it down all the way to West Virginia and then come back up 24 through Wayne National Forest. HDR just did a video on Route 24. That is a beautiful road. Lots of covered bridges. Amazing.
Throttle Fiend.
Like I said before, probably the Carolinas. If I did do Florida, I would probably go to like the High Springs, Ginny Springs area. It's about an hour outside of Jacksonville. Some great cavern and cave diving there. And what do you call it? Wow. It's more inland, so you don't have to worry about hurricanes and all that stuff. Honestly, the other thing would be New Zealand wouldn't be bad either. I see a lot of pictures and videos from two Kiwi riders, and yeah, they do get a little bit of snow there during the winter, but it seems like a pretty righteous place to go riding as well. So,
Do you guys watch what is it, Ride with Norman Reedus at all on Sunday nights?
Yeah.
I love that series.
Did you see Mrs. Kiwi was on the one episode?
She was all over the one episode.
Yeah, like she kept popping up. I kept looking for him. They must have cut him out of the episode.
Bruce is a radio guy,
Yeah. like I kept seeing her, like she was sitting in the background, like they put her there with sunglasses, and then the next thing you know, you'd see her behind Norman again somewhere else. I'm like, is that one of those pop-up things? Well, yeah, he actually did New Zealand for 2 episodes, and she was in the first episode like at least 3 or 4 times.
Hmm.
You know, it was kind of cool. But yeah, Regis has been all over the place. I love that show. It's like he's like the Anthony Bourdain, but on a motorcycle.
Right. Yeah.
He goes all over the place. But okay, so Mr. Clutch, where do you plan on moving when you retire?
I'd still say
Ohio.
Tennessee. No.
Everybody's going
I
to
still
Ohio.
say Tennessee because the fall lasts a lot longer than where I'm at right now, and I just love that area. And then the Carolinas that Tardafine was talking about being near there, I'd say that would probably be my number one spot. I could say I don't know what the winter's like there, but it doesn't seem too bad. But man, I absolutely love the Ozarks. I've been there twice and I fell in love with the place, and I know I'll be there twice this year. Hence, I love the Ozarks. But yeah, I'd say it'll be Tennessee for me.
Yeah.
I can deal with cold weather as long as there's no snow or ice. I can deal with the cold weather. I've rode in cold weather before, so.
Oh yeah. I broke my record the other day. I rode to work. It was 30,
Yeah.
It was 31 when I went to work and 27 when I came home. So
That's all.
yeah, that's what I've tried. I would ride when it's colder, but every time I've ridden 20, it's been 28. Finally, I got that 27 the other night. I'm like, I'm good. All right. I was actually warm. It was funny. I had all my gear on, had my heated gloves, had my heated vest on. I get on the bike, I close the helmet. I'm going, why the hell's my face cold? I never put my chin curtain back in my helmet. I'm like, son of a bitch. I'm going 75 miles an hour down the road with my hand like this.
That's what you get for riding in far east Ohio.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
I'm in North Virginia.
Right.
Or Pennsylvania, actually.
Ohio Commonwealth.
Yeah. Yeah, we're in southern Canada
Uncommonly
here.
wealthy.
We're in the southern part of Canada. But no, it's hard to say where I'd want to move when I retire to ride. It's I don't care about the cold necessarily. I mean, I'd like to not have to put on like 25 layers and then walk out like this to get to the bike. But I mean, if the roads are dry and not as much salt, I'm pretty much good to go anywhere. I don't necessarily want to go to like a Florida or anything just because it's a lot of straight roads. There's a lot of old people in Florida.
Yeah.
I don't want to get ran over by other old people on their motorcycles and cars and their Miatas and slingshots.
Right.
But
The toy hauler idea isn't it? But we've floated the toy hauler idea too, because I mean, like you say, wherever you retire to, I don't know that it's a huge concern because a lot of my wife's family, they have homes in like the Maine during the warm weather because it's so nice up there and beautiful, and then they have summer homes in Florida, North Carolina, or wherever further south. So it's like when you think about, it's like, hey, retirement, year-round riding is wherever I feel like riding to.
Yeah.
So it's,
Exactly. The toy hauler. Yep. Take it wherever you go.
Yeah, the
that's what
toy hauler would be the deal right there. I mean, if you don't want to move away, just get a toy hauler and travel everywhere. That'd be great.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's why I liked South Dakota, but like I said, they get snow at the end of August in South Dakota. I'm like, nope.
200 plus
oh
days.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Kid
can't.
Moto from Property Bikers lives up in North Dakota, and he says they get slammed, obviously,
Yeah,
with snow all the time up there. So it's like,
Well,
grab your riding when you can.
I had some friends in Colorado says you'll get snow in the morning and be gone by noon, but I was at Beartooth Pass in August and there was snow.
oh, yeah.
Nah.
We can
No.
move to like
Yeah.
Seattle, where you could go water skiing and snow skiing in the same day.
Oh, there you go.
You can do that in Hawaii too.
Yeah, but I don't want to move anywhere where the insects can kill you. I don't want to get where it snows 90% of the year.
Right.
I want to be able to ride my bike. Cold doesn't bother me. I gotta be able to ride more often.
So you
Preferably,
don't want to
maybe
move to Indiana, is what you're saying.
nope. No states that begin with I. We'll put it at that. No Illinois, no Indiana, no Iowa. I don't know.
That sounds
If
like
you don't
I
want
wanna
to go
go-
someplace where incest can kill you, then you got to rule out Australia and you got to rule out, Africa.
Yeah. So basically, I'll probably go to like Southern Ohio, like Mr. McStash. I'll move in next to him.
Just
Yeah,
rent a
I
piece
He
of
already
his
said
compound.
he's got camping location for you.
I got 6 acres. You can come out here and camp.
My part-time job will be running the still.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I don't know what you're talking about.
How can I file that with how do I file my taxes with the IRS? This, bathtub stir.
What is your job occupation and title? Still technician.
Hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
I
Hand
make good
sanitizer.
sanitizer.
Hand
Oh.
sanitizer.
All right, we'll go to the next question. Number 5. What are your favorite places to ride during the year, like regular stops?
What are my favorite places to ride during the year?
Yeah,
Normally,
just like your regular day-to-day. If you just go out for a ride, places that you normally stop.
I mean, if you follow the habits I've been doing since we got here, it's pretty much Elizabethtown areas with, Jim Beam Distillery, Grayson, Kentucky area. Rode up to Evansville to the HD dealer up there one time, out to Paducah. But normal day stuff would just be around Elizabethtown where I'm riding.
Bubba, do you have any regular rides that you do during the summer?
No, not really. I mean, if I'm just going out for a ride, I have a regular route here. It has 2 curves in it. Everything else has no curves in it around here. But a lot of times, I'll get out on a Sunday and I'll head for a root beer stand somewhere, a drive-in, grab some hot dogs, root beer. And I do that a lot, on Sundays. I'll just head out maybe 100 miles down the road to a root beer stand, grab lunch, come back. But, that would, as far as having a favorite ride around here, there isn't any. It's all freaking straight. So, no matter where you
Come on,
go.
John, live dangerously. Get up on 465 and do circles around Indianapolis.
You're in all the way around 465.
Yeah.
Mr. McStash, what's your
Go ahead.
regular ride?
Regular ride.
Yeah.
I don't know that we do regular rides. If the wife gets on with me, we're going for 200 miles, or we're not even, which would be Tom's Ice Cream Bowl down in Zanesville, which is right next to the Triple Nickel, which ends up down in Athens County with Ohio's Windy Nine and all over the place down there. If I ride to work, I take the long way home, which puts me down a road called Pontius Road. Is that me?
No, it's probably me.
All right. I actually had video. I never put it on YouTube because, but I actually had video where you come up to a turn on this Pontius Road and a big flashing light says 25 mile an hour. And as I enter that turn, there's a Charger coming the other way with shields on the side of it. And all you could hear on that video is that Charger going, "Bow!" and he was gone. So if I'm just riding to work and riding home, I get on Pontius Road, and you got to be doing some moving, or you're going to get run over even by the cops. So and there's a county line right there too, so it's kind of who should get who, and it's fun.
Okay, Throttle Fiend.
I like riding out on the bay, in Webster on the bay, along the bay of Lake Ontario. It's a nice long road. Some decent twisties in there. A lot of straight shots. Very minimal, shall we say, law enforcement presence. So if you want to get on it a little, you can. I'm trying to find more routes around here because obviously us being moto vloggers, you don't want people watching the same roads. But that's one of my favorite ones so far. And now that the season has officially started as of this weekend, I'm looking to do some longer rides.
Yeah. Okay, Sinister Clutch.
I have a few places. There's a gem of a place here. Most people never heard of it. I know Bubba Rod's John has. It's Rabbit Hash, Kentucky. I love going out there. It's literally like nothing's there. There's a tiny little general store that's been there for years. The mayor is a dog. I'm serious. And tons of bikers come from all over the place to go there and just hang out and have a beer. It's right there
on the river.
Yeah, right on the river across from Rising Sun, Indiana. And there's a casino there, and they own a little ferry you can ride over if you wanted to go to the casino, maybe get something to eat or just gamble or whatever. It's just like I said, it's a gem of a place. It's just real neat. And it just brings a lot of people in. Just relaxing, really, just to go down there and hang out and meet people and
drink beer in the road.
Oh, that's true. You get to drink beer in the road. Well, they have their own beer now, I think. I think they have like a little tap in there that's the Rabbit Hash beer or whatever. And but other than that, it's like I used to go to these bike nights at a Quaker Steak and Lube.
Yeah.
I love Quaker Steak and Lube.
Oh yeah. And I might ride to like Toby was talking about, go to a distillery because I mean we're in the bourbon state and they're everywhere. So I might ride down to Frankfurt and go to Buffalo Trace, or might go to Versailles and there's a distillery there, or you got Wild Turkey, or I've done many trips with group rides, doing stuff like that, just doing tours and stuff. But yeah, Woodford Reserve. That's what I was going to say. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. I pretty much stay in the tri-state area, New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio. I do a lot of northern Ohio. I go, it's Route 531. It comes out of Conneaut, Ohio. Actually, one of my favorite barbecue places is right at the beginning of that. It's almost like riding in another state. You ride right along Lake Erie. It's really pretty in the summertime. The barbecue place is called the Breakwall Barbecue. You actually can sit right on the water. It kind of reminds you of like Miami or something like that in the summertime.
Oh,
when it's real hot, you see a lot of bikes riding on that road. Just a 2-lane road. My other favorite road is Route 6. Route 6 actually goes from one end of the country to the other. And that's actually one of the roads I want to do. I'd like to do that ride someday. But I'll either take that into Ohio, or I'll go east further into Pennsylvania. And you get in a little ways, there's actually like the Kinzu Dam. I go to the Kinzu Dam quite a bit. Kinzu Bridge is out that way. I've actually gone to, there's a place, it's the Pennsylvania Lumber Museum. Actually, they have a huge museum out there right off Route 6. And you start first getting into the mountains, like it'd be where like Pennsylvania's Grand Canyon would be out that way. But Route 6 is nice. You go through a lot of small towns, Pennsylvania, typical Pennsylvania. I mean, you'd see the Amish and, decent roads, and they mark every single mile. You're at mile 1, mile 2, mile 3. So you can actually see how far into Pennsylvania are on Route 6 just by the signs every mile. But it's like, as far as New York State, I'll usually go up in like the Buffalo area. There's some decent rides if you get around Buffalo, but everything's pretty much straight around here. There's no good curvy roads. There's like one in the area within 100 miles, and it's still not that much curve. So I don't get enough practice. That's why I'm usually tired by the time I hit another state that actually has curves. I'm worn out doing the curves.
Yeah.
But we'll go to the next one. The last one is actually the big one that I wanted everybody to talk about, and everybody in the chat actually too. I'd like to have everybody kind of set up their own thing with that. But what routes do you plan on taking to VAM 21? And like I said, I'd like everybody to kind of set up their own groups, a chance for everybody to kind of meet up and ride, so you don't have to ride by yourself. Toby, we can start with you on that if you have something planned out.
Okay, you broke up a little bit there, so I'm going off the question
right.
that we saw earlier.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, I'm heading from Elizabethtown, Kentucky. We're leaving out Friday morning time frame. Wife and I always joke around. We joke now about always leaving out at, we plan on leaving at, sun up or whatever, or 8 o'clock in the morning, and we always wind up leaving at least an hour or two beyond that. But I mean, it's only, I think, like a 5-hour ride for us. What are you laughing at, Jay? It's true, isn't it? You always say, yeah, I'm leaving at this time, and you add an hour or two on top of that. But no, we're Elizabethtown, and it's like a 5-hour route for us. 300 something, a little over 300 something miles. So, I mean, Father Bob, I think we mentioned this before. Father Bobber might end up linking up with us or staying overnight at our place Thursday night or something. I've made it very open that if anybody's coming from further away, say, Missouri or wherever, if timing lines up, feel free to DM me, hit me up on Facebook, whatever. If you are going to be going past Elizabethtown on your route or Louisville, whatever, on state or you need a place to crash Thursday night, we'll be here for that. So, and we're open to ride with whomever wants to tag along with us. So my wife and I'll be rolling out and like I said, Friday morning, heading east, and there's the GPS. If you follow that, says there's like 3 rough routes or 3 routes that we can go up through Lexington, go east of Lexington, that kind of thing. I know Randy knows that one, but it really, we shift and adjust as weather depends or traffic, whatever the case might be. So,
okay.
Just so everybody's tracking as well, as we already have said, we have a Facebook event page that we created back earlier in the late last fall or whatever last year for the VAM 21. But Clinch Mountain Motorworks, the host of the place, the host of the whole event, has created their own event for it now. So you can actually look them up on Facebook and have their event as well. So,
yeah. Okay, Bubba.
Well, I'll be heading out of North Webster, Indiana. Probably, well, it goes back to whether I'm going to trailer or ride. If I ride, I'll probably leave Wednesday afternoon, ride about halfway, and then spend the night. But I'll be going straight south through Indiana, and then eastern Kentucky into Virginia, and probably the end of the trip will be 460 from Kentucky into Virginia.
Yeah.
If I trailer, then I'll probably leave like 1 o'clock Thursday morning so I can get down there in time to crash in the motel at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Did have some stops planned out, but I don't know which way that's going to go. As long as I hit a Waffle House in there somewhere and get some eggs. There is a Waffle House, for sure stop at a Waffle House. But other than that, I'm just going to kind of wing it. But definitely south through Indiana into Kentucky and then into Virginia, eastern Kentucky into Virginia.
Yeah.
Bluegrass, the name of the place hosting it is Clinch Mountain Motorworks. Okay, Mr. McStash. I know you got a trip going before.
Hey, Bluegrass. I'll send you a DM with the event page links and stuff after this.
I started. Hang on just a second. Sorry. I started a group on Facebook, VAMM21. If anybody wants to go in there and join that group, maybe you can get together there, or just trying to get it out there where everybody has a chance to get together.
Right. Okay, Mr. McStash.
I may or may not be doing the same route Toby's doing. We're not sure exactly when, but it is down 23 out of Ohio to 119 to 460 to 19 over to Virginia. It's down basically down the eastern side of Kentucky and then down into Virginia. Pikeville, Gertie, Huntington, Paintsville, Portsmouth, Waverly, anything along those lines, that's just basically where we're routing down through there. That's the plan. Sounds to me like Toby Northern is in Evansville, or real close to Evansville, Hendersonville area, which is where we'll be the weekend before. So I may send the wife on home and crash at Toby's house for a week and just go from there and call off work, you know. But no, that's how we're planning, is going down around that way. Anybody wants to get a hold of me on Instagram or something like that, we'll either do that or we'll go over and hook up with BD Ryder and PSP Tommy G and all them and ride down that way. I don't know. We're not for sure, because we'll have been on the bike 10 days the weekend before. It'll be in a 10-day ride for us. So we may jump on the big roads, pay the tolls, and go down that way. But it depends on if anybody wants to hook up with us and ride down with us, then we'll do that. If not, my wife is more than happy to get on there tank to tank and make some miles. So
yeah. Okay, Throttle Fiend.
I'm going to be leaving Thursday at 0 dark 30. It's a 600-mile ride for me, so like 9+ hours, not including stops for gas, bathroom, and food. I'm hoping I will be able to route in a Waffle House in there as well, John. It's been quite a while since I've had it, so I'm itching for some of that. But I'll have to talk to you, CDL. I'd like to ride down with you. I mean, I'm taking 90 anyhow, so it's going to pass right by NEPA anyhow, so might as well ride together, and we'll go from there. But as of right now, according to Google Maps, it looks like it's 90 to I-79 to 19 to I-64 to I-77, and then that goes down into 460 into Tazewell area.
Yep. Okay, Sinister Clutch.
I'm doing something totally different. I'm taking the whole week off, and I'm leaving on the 5th of Saturday the 5th, and I'm meeting that crazy SOB in the chat there, Ozark HD Riders in Tennessee, and we're going to head to Canton, North Carolina, right off the Blue Ridge Parkway. I'll be tent camping there, and he's never been in that area, so we're going to do some riding. We're going to do the Dragon. We're going to do Cherahalla Skyway. What
part of the Dragon?
The taint. The taint of the
tail. Here's where it gets bad. It's going to get slippery.
This is why we can't have Old Spice. This is why we can't have Old Spice.
Oh, God.
What was that? Cherahalla Skyway. What else? Foothills Parkway. So I'm going to take him down there, all those places I've been to, and kind of chauffeur him around. And then we're going to leave on Thursday. We're going to take Blue Ridge Parkway all the way up to, I think it's called Fancy Gap, Virginia, and then cut over to Tazewell. I don't know if anybody realizes you're really not that far from Blue Ridge Parkway in Tazewell. I don't know if you know that or not.
No.
Nope.
No,
It's right
not
there on the
far at
edge.
all.
Yeah, you basically go to Fancy Gap where I'm coming in from. You're right there because it's right there where Blue Ridge is. So just in case.
We just don't have enough time to ride up the Dragon's anus.
Yeah.
You say ride to
I
Dragon's
don't have
Gap?
the gear.
The
I
Dragon.
don't have the gear. I'm
Yeah.
gonna need
I don't
more
think I
gear.
have the. I don't think I have the PPE for it.
Yeah, you better get a shot after that.
You're gonna need a
Get that
mask
shot yet.
to start
But I'll
with.
be there Thursday, or we'll be
You
there
got to-
Thursday.
You got to take the long way and start at the tonsils and work your way down. Tonsils of the Dragon.
The tainted
Yeah, you don't
dragons.
want
There
to
you go.
ride
That
the floor.
Six tainted dragons.
This could go sideways real quick. And that's
So
what
could
she
the Dragon's anus.
I heard that was Asian. I didn't know dragon's Asian. Maybe it is sideways.
Well, there's like Throttle Fiend said, we're going to meet up in NEPA, and we have to take 90 pretty much into Erie. There's actually two different ways we could go. roughly the same distance. Initially, my plan would be to go through Pittsburgh and like Morgantown, West Virginia, and down through that way. Or if you actually want to go to a Waffle House, we would actually have to go 90 a little bit further. And you could go just before Cleveland, 271 down. I know if we go toward Cleveland and then head down, you pass like 5 Waffle Houses down through there. So that may be a possibility. But then you'd go through.
That'd be a shitstorm.
Perfect.
But then you could actually go through like Akron, Ohio, and everything. Go down that way. That's only actually 8 hours and 3 minutes from here versus 7 hours and 7. So either way, it's only like an hour difference either way. Which at that point, mileage-wise and everything, the Ohio route actually might be a little bit more scenic. 79 is boring as hell. Basically, it's one long straight road from Erie, Pennsylvania to Morgantown, West Virginia. Like hardly any curves at all. So
That ain't me.
that's a new sponsor.
It ain't me. Is Waffle House going to be a sponsor pretty quick?
They should be. They're going to be supplying something one way or the other, either the food or the toilets. Or both.
Or both.
Waffle
This
House
might-
and Old Spice.
Yeah. And Pepto-Bismol.
What a combo.
We're gonna have to get shirts made up with patches: Pepto-Bismol, Waffle House, and Old Spice.
Right?
Preparation H.
Now we just need wild ass in there somewhere.
Yeah. Monk. What's that stuff? That anti-monkey butt or whatever it is.
Monkey butt. Yeah. Monkey butt powder.
Sponsored by Monkey Butt.
Preparation H.
God.
But,
Oh, everything went south.
yeah, that's the plan anyway. We kept we kept this pretty clean so far today. It's got to go sideways sooner or later. My daughter hasn't been here for entertainment in the comments so far, so we've been pretty safe. I don't think there's any minors commenting today. Bunch of old miners.
Yeah.
Old miners,
Old dirty bastard.
coal miners.
Yeah, we'll probably run into a few coal miners on the way down there.
Soggy bottom diapers.
Man.
Yeah.
There's my route if anybody gives a crap. Got it. Okay.
That's a matrix.
So that's our routes that we're kind of all planning on riding down there. We're hoping to ride with more people. I don't know if I'll be able to meet up with like PD Ryder. Yeah, PD. Jesus, that's a whole nother person. BD Ryder and PA Bearded Biker. I don't know if we're able to hook up at all. I don't know what day they're going.
I thought PA Bearded Biker was PR Bearded
Yeah,
Biker.
PR.
Got off the bike.
That's what is that? Pat's Blue Ribbon. PA Blue Ribbon Biker.
Too many acronyms.
Yeah, there's too many bearded bikers out there.
Yeah.
You gotta have like the clean. Yeah, Pennsylvania clean shaven biker or Pennsylvania something.
SOB biker. Yeah.
Non-alcoholic Pennsylvania clean shaven biker. There we go.
Yeah.
You got to say something realistic. That's not realistic.
Yeah.
It's like
That's
fantasy world.
Yeah. That's the ones driving the Polaris slingshots
Right? In rain gear.
and rain gear with a roof on it and drinking chocolate milk.
Starbucks.
Are we talking about the dragon's anus again?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what the rain gear's for.
Uh-oh.
I was drinking chocolate milk when we started this fiasco.
Yeah. I'm drinking regular iced tea right now, but I don't know. But that's
I went to get up and make coffee before we started this thing, and I left it on the brewer. So
yeah, I've got cold brew I made for the live stream today, and I forgot to drink it. So, oh well, I'll drink it later. But
yeah,
I think
so I will say one thing also is for those that I haven't been up in that area before, but from what I'm looking at, it's very small, which is cool. But hotel space and accommodations is limited. So if you
Yeah.
have not, those in the live chat and anybody you know it's going, if you haven't made your reservations yet, especially with the COVID thing kind of relaxing now, and as we can see where it's going, and Clinch Mountain has even created their own event page, I would imagine lodging is going to fill up pretty quickly. So if it hasn't already, so.
Yeah, and it's not just going to be us moto vloggers too. It's going to end up
Right.
being people outside of it now. So,
Lodging, just like for the world record poker run, the slots are going to fill up quick.
yep. So rent your space of the Dragon now. Whatever.
There it is.
A word from our sponsor.
That's why I unmuted it real quick, because I heard the banging too.
Yeah. But yeah, that was some of the hotels were already booking up last year. Like I think I even got my hotel in like October or something like that. Like I reserved really early as soon as I heard. Because I know, like even locally, like we had 2 events now that are canceled. So Erie Harley Davidson just canceled their bike week. So I don't have anything local to look forward to this year again. Like last year. Luckily I had Sturgis last year. Otherwise it would have been a really boring summer. Well, that's it for VAM and all the other questions. I don't know if you want to talk about the poker run at all. Those of you that are following it.
So we right now there's last check there's 48 people signed up for it, and it's going quick. If you can make this, y'all, it's anybody for those listening. I can't stress enough how much of an epic event this is going to be. I mean, you're talking over a week's time travel, 7 days. You're talking 12 different states, and at every single stop there is a bar, restaurant, or location there that has sponsored to throw a party for the time there. So you're going to have the honorary one's going to be involved with it. They're going to be in it. Blacktop Devil's going to be involved a little bit. I don't know if they're going the whole route, but you've got a lot of people, motovloggers. Bell's Rides is going to be there. There's a lot of riders that are going to be doing this, and it's going to be one hell of a time. So that, Old Spice might even sponsor that too. Who knows? But go to worldrecordpokerrun.com and get registered on it. The crew has got the website set up to where lodging and everything is pretty much, it's a step-by-step process. You can go at each phase of the sign up and the registration and get your lodging reserved and everything. All the kind of like researching legwork has been done. So it's jump on it quick.
All right. Anybody else? Anything else going on?
Not with Throttle Fiend. His battery gave up.
Yeah, so I took him off there. He's still in the chat though. Need a battery sponsor. Too much talk about the anus today. The dragon.
Is anybody going to any rallies besides Sturgis this year that's outside your state?
There is a place. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. It's the same time we're supposed to go to my stepdaughter's cheerleading competition, which got moved to Knoxville instead of Nashville. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Well, they have what's called Little Sturgis. It's in Maryland, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I've been following that one for a few years. Yeah, there's one in Kentucky too.
Yeah, you don't want to go there.
No.
Hey, I've heard you do, as long as just expect a different experience.
Yeah, keep an open mind is what I would say. Very open.
Don't keep any. Should anything else be closed though while you're there?
Well, we had planned on going to. Elizabethtown has hosted a, blues bikes and barbecues thing, just like Arkansas does, and a couple other places do, but they canceled it this year stupidly again. I don't know why. Anyway, that's another topic of discussion. But us now, we've got BAM and the poker run. So
well, the Badgers mentioned the spring fling. I think they were going. I know Ozark HD Riders is going. That's in April. I don't remember the exact dates, but
yeah,
I'm going out that way for Bike Fest in Missouri, and then I'm going to go to. I didn't get to do it last year because it was canceled and ended up in Eureka Springs. But that Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue,
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a really good rally. So I want to go out there for that in September.
We always have the Easy Rider Rodeo just south of me, but that's kind of like Little Kentucky there. There's things you just can't unsee when you go there, so I avoid that one.
Yeah. Yeah, so far I have nothing local this year. They said the Erie Harley Davidson thing got canceled as of yesterday or Friday. They canceled it. So, and our Roar on the Shore has been gone for 2 years now. They're having too many issues with that. The director actually died like a month after the rally too. So the company that runs it, yeah, that was always for. They raised money for charity on that one every year too, which was too bad that got canceled. So between COVID and I just don't think they're going to bother having it anymore. The city of Erie was giving them a hard time. So, say Harley Davidson was going to expand theirs to a couple different locations around Erie, and now they canceled it altogether. So I have nothing local. I don't know of any other rallies necessarily I want to ride to. Whatever I do has got to be like a 1 or 2 nighter thing. I just can't afford to do the 2-week trip again.
Yeah.
Not for a couple years. I know a couple years I'd like to get out to California. I might fly out there. There's some stuff going on out there with people I want to meet up with. So some of my Indian motorcycle world people, I know if you guys follow Open Roader, he lives in Italy right now, but him and his wife are supposed to move back to California, I believe, at the end of this year or next year. So he'll be coming back over. So I don't know what part of California they're going to go to, but I know I want to go out that way. A couple years.
I know we have the grandbaby is dying to go up to Niagara Falls, so we will be planning one later this year where 2 bikes, 3 people, we're headed up that way. And I know I've talked to a couple of people that live up that way or that aren't far from there. That's going to be like a small hookup there.
You have to let me know because you have to go right through NEPA to get there. So you have to let me know.
Isn't there a bike rally there near the Niagara Falls or something? I thought I heard something about that, but I might be wrong. I don't know. Would be a great place for one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I tell you, there's a lot of different wineries and breweries up that way. And there's a lot of open area that you could ride. There's no real curvy rides or anything like that, but
yeah,
there's 2 Harley dealerships up that way.
Yeah.
So I went to the smaller one. I haven't been to the larger one yet. The smaller one's really nice though. That one actually has a lot of like a museum in it, older bikes.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think you went there, Mr. McStash. I think you stopped there. That's a nice dealership. It's not big, but
it is neat.
But let's say I think that's it for us again. Another somewhat successful live stream.
Well, we're not kicked off yet, so
we lost one person.
Tain't very good when you start losing people.
Yeah.
Waffle World.
Yeah, he was talking about Waffle House a little bit too much.
Had to boot him.
Had to boot him.
Oh, boy.
They're not a
Here we
sponsor.
go.
Next thing you know, it'll be a Superman Kev video, somebody in syrup and freaky music.
Oh, God.
But I guess we'll call it a day. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, everybody that's watching this afterwards. To say, I know there's been like between 100 and 130 people usually end up watching it after it's been on. So
Nice.
we are getting the views. It's just I think people are out riding now.
Oh, yeah.
I should be out riding, but I got too much work to do.
Hey, if you're not tracking in the live chat and everything, 6 p.m., the fireside chat with the guys, they're going to have the professional monkey on, and should be a good one. That dude's hilarious if you ever watched him.
Oh, yeah.
Who's hosting it this time?
Oh, now you would ask me that.
I dare to say this, but I ain't seen it posted a million times, so I'm thinking it's probably Bronco ride.
Okay.
I think you're right, but I'm not 100% sure.
So I think they alternate every week.
Mm-hmm, they do.
Who's hosting it, so. All right. Well, we're going to be signing off here. Throttle Fiend still in the chat.
Full tank dragon diaper.
Waffle House Fiend is still in the chat.
Yep, I'm still here. Man, I wish there was a Waffle House close to me, but it's long ways, like 100 miles.
Holy cow.
Actually,
Yeah.
come to think about it, most of the Waffle Houses, my wife and I like to stop at are on the way to Cleveland. But there are 2 Waffle Houses down by Pittsburgh. I remember seeing that on the highway now. So we might not have to go into Ohio this time. We can always change up our route in either direction, though. Do something different. It all depends on who wants to ride in with us, though. Like if we can hook up with the central PA guys or the southern PA guys, or I don't know if anybody's coming through West Virginia or not. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll sign off now. Thanks everybody for watching.
Look
Hopefully
forward
we'll
to
see
seeing everybody.
Yep. We'll be on again probably next month in April. We'll probably do this a couple more times before VAM, so hopefully we'll start getting a little bit more information on that.
Hey, last channel thing. If you want to get some cool swag, you know, talk to McStash, talk to, whomever.
Yeah. I only have hats and pins, but
Mr. McSwag.
Yeah, buddy.
Mr. McSwag.
Although Spencer Pence keeps his game up, I'm gonna have to take it down to Texas and work him out.
yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for
Peace
having us.
out.
See
Have
ya.
a great one.